Dear students, today we are going to study your fifth chapter. The chapter's name is pronouns. What do you mean by pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. That means it avoids the repetition of the same noun used in a sentence. With an example, we can understand this one. For example, Raju goes to market every day. Raju is a brilliant man. Raju does his work on time. If you see three sentences, in every sentence, the noun Raju is repeated here. So, it is not fair to hear Raju, Raju, Raju again and again. So, what we have to do? We have to replace the word Raju not in the first sentence. From the second sentence onwards, we can replace the word Raju with a pronoun, with an appropriate pronoun that's called he. Raju is a male person, so we have to use the pronoun for Raju is he. So we'll rewrite this sentence with that. Raju goes to market every day. He is a brilliant man. He does his work on time. So I think all are clear with the pronoun. Now let us see the kinds of pronoun. That means the divisions of pronoun. First of all, personal pronoun. What do you mean by personal pronoun? The pronouns that are standing for persons or things, we can call them personal pronouns. The main important thing is that in personal pronoun, they are divided into three groups: first person, second person, and third person. And also they have first person singular is there. That means first person singular is I and their plural is we. And second person singular is you and their plural is you itself. Okay. And third person. The third person is mentioned according to the gender also. If it is male person, we will use he. If it is a female person, we will use she. And if it is a non-living thing or if it is an animal, we will use it. Okay. And they have only one plural form. That is called they. Okay. And they have subject form also, object form also. That means I will become me, you will become you itself, he will become him, she will become her, it will become it itself, we will become us, you will become you itself, and they will become they. From the chart you can understand this category. Okay. And the third one is the second one is possessive pronoun. That means the pronouns that are showing the possession or ownership are called possessive pronouns. For example, first of all, I want to say that they are made from personal pronouns itself. Okay. And let's take the first person singular. I will become mine. Their possessive form is I's. Possessive form is mine. And if it is we, and we's possessive form is ours. Okay. And you will become yours, he will become his, and she will become hers, it will become its, and their plural form, they will become theirs. Okay. From the chart you can understand it. Next one, reflexive pronoun. What do you mean by reflection? That means the feedback or the result back to the something, that's called reflection. No. Here the subject is reflecting, or subject is reflected by the object. That means the action goes from subject to object, then the object itself becomes the subject of the sentence. In other words, subject becomes the object itself. Okay. Next one, emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun are used to give more importance on the subject. Here emphatic pronoun and reflexive pronoun are taking the same form. That means I will become myself here also, reflexive pronoun also, and emphatic pronoun also. You will become yourself. So then how will you understand whether it is reflexive pronoun or emphatic pronoun? With their position, by seeing their position, we can understand whether they are reflexive pronoun or emphatic pronoun. In most of the case, in most of the sentences, reflexive pronoun will come after a verb, and emphatic pronoun will come just after a noun or pronoun. From the example you can understand this easily. Okay, next one, demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun means they are used to show by pointing out the things or people. Mostly only for demonstrative pronoun we are using the this and those, this and these, that and those. This and these are used to show the things nearby us, and that and those are used to show the things or people far away from us. Next one, distributive pronoun. Distributive pronoun are used to refer the people or things taken one at a time. That means it is giving equal importance to the pronoun or the people or things. Okay, for example, either, each one of them, like that. Okay, next one, indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun are used to show the people or things in common or general. That means they are not giving any identity or any name of the people of or thing about which they are telling. Okay, example, everybody, someone, somebody. That means who is it, we don't know. Okay, so it's a name also unknown for us. Okay, but singular plural is compulsory. That rule is compulsory for indefinite pronoun. That means everybody, each one, somebody, like words are taking singular verb, and all like that indefinite pronouns are taking plural verb. Next one, interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun are the question word itself, and they are used to ask the question, ask any question in English language. Okay, for example, what, whom, whose, like that are used to ask the questions. Next one, relative pronoun. Relative pronoun are just like question words also, and some words like the that conjunction also we are using for relative pronoun. They are used to join two sentences, and they are standing for the first noun that is mentioned in the sentence. For example, the this is the cat which ate the milk, or which drank the milk. Okay, for example, here this is the cat is the first sentence, and that is used for showing or joining that sentence. That is standing for the cat here. Okay, next one, reciprocal pronoun. It indicates that two or more people are doing the same thing. That means when two people or person are doing the same thing, we will use a reciprocal pronouns. Okay, here action is going alternatively to more than one pronoun. For example, each other, one another, like that. Okay, I think all are clear with the lesson. So the children read the lesson and practice it well. I will give the exercise, solved exercise, in the next session.